Welcome back to the final part of this evening's programme. Now, the London indie band The Pocket Gods are preparing for a gig in the capital. The group are continuing their campaign for fairer royalties from music streaming sites and have released the world's shortest album, which asks for musicians to be paid a fair amount in 26 seconds. Well, the band are playing in the same lineup as Johnny Altman, otherwise known as Nasty Nick from EastEnders, and band member Mark Christopher Lee has been telling Alicia more.
Obviously, lockdown had a big impact on musicians. So yeah, no gigs for nearly 2 years. So getting back on stage and performing in front of a real live crowd is brilliant. Really excited.
You've got some other names on the bill. Who else are you going to be performing with?
Yeah, well, we've got some new up and coming bands. We've got a young band called Kick Pistol. We've got another band called Determinated, and there's a band called The Boy from Space. But our very special guest is someone that you all might know. He's usually known as an actor, John Altman, known as Nasty Nick from EastEnders. And my band, The Pocket Gods, we've recorded an album with him, so he's going to be playing some songs from that album on the night, so it's very exciting.
Nasty Nick himself.
He's very nice, actually.
not so nasty when he's performing on stage. You've also made an album which is 26 seconds long. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Why you decided to make that?
Yeah, it was just basically a shout out for fairer royalties from music streaming for artists. You don't get paid very much for a stream. It's kind of decreasing as well. So I'm just kind of making a point there, really. The album is called Hello, Please Pay Us a Fair Amount for Our Music, and each word is a track 2 seconds long. So they all make up an album around about 26 seconds long, which in fact is the world's shortest album. I'm just waiting for the Guinness Book of Records to confirm that. So, but it is making the point that musicians nowadays will get paid back 0.002p per stream. So it's not even the minimum wage. It takes a lot of streams for us to earn the minimum wage. So it's really just to raise awareness of that.
The music industry, of course, over the last 20 months now, it's been a difficult time for being able to get together as a band and be creative. Did you manage to create anything during that time over Zoom or whatever else?
Well, yeah, we did. We've done a lot of recording. I would start a track and then I would send it over to Scott, the drummer, and Noel, the keyboard player. They would do their tracks, send them back to me, and I would mix them. So yeah, we did quite a few albums during the lockdown, so it was quite productive. We tried to do some performances live. It really doesn't work unless you've got really great internet connection and the right equipment, so we didn't get our heads around the live thing. But we kept in touch with each other and we kept recording and writing, so we made the most of it, I have to say.
What did music do for you over the last year?
I mean, music personally kept me going, being creative. I really struggled with the pandemic and especially the lockdown. I suffer from mental health issues. So the fact that I felt a bit kind of enclosed and trapped and not able to go out and do normal things. So I really struggled with that, but I put it into my music and wrote a load of songs, and which really helped me. If I didn't have music as that healing kind of therapy, then I would have really struggled.
Moving forward as a band now, what's next for you guys looking ahead?
Well, actually, we've been together now 23 years. We started off at a record shop in Piccadilly Circus called Tower Records. That's how we all met 23 years ago. And we're about to release our 73rd album, which is going to be called The Difficult 73rd Album, because there's a bit of a running joke in music circles that it's always the difficult third album. Well, this is our difficult 73rd album, which will be coming out in November. So we're working towards that at the moment, and hopefully get some more gigs, maybe with John Altman as well. He's got a new album out which he wants to promote, so we'll be doing that as well, I think.
73rd album, that's got to be another one for the record books, surely, or somewhere close.
Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you? But no, there's some amazingly prolific artists around the world, especially in places like India and Bangladesh. There's artists that have released hundreds of albums, so that's not something I'm going to aim towards. But we have, in fact, also recorded the world's longest song, which is a staggering 48 hours long. and it's called Song for First Contacts, which I wrote about. It's been in the news recently about the US government's kind of released its UFO files, and they're basically saying there is something out there. We don't know what it is, but it's probably not of this earth. It's got technology which is way beyond their comprehension. So I wrote this song thinking, well, we could be making possible contact with extraterrestrials soon. So this is a kind of a welcoming song, but it's 48 hours long. So.
We can see them there at the Dublin Castle in Camden tomorrow evening. Now, the TV and stage favourite Tom Chambers is taking centre stage alongside former X Factor star